June 16, 2017, I posted my first ever YouTube video and it was the best decision in my entire life. I had a lot of expectations. I was thinking that I would be making a lot of money, have a lot of subscribers, and I'll become famous and I'll become the biggest in my niche. And it happened, but not in the way I thought. Because it didn't start this way. I was posting a lot of content and listening to all the advice on YouTube and nothing seemed to be working, and all because I was looking in the wrong direction. And to help you visualize this, let's say we have two paths. One path is exactly in the direction you need to follow to reach your goal. This is your goal. And the second path seems like it's going in the same direction, but it's not. So the longer you follow the wrong path, the further away you will be from your goal, right? You will just miss it at some point, and then you just keep going, which means you will be posting more content, you will be staying consistent, but it doesn't really matter because you missed your goal completely. And you cannot really see it when you are just getting started, because when you're getting started, both paths looks the same. Here is a path that is exactly in the right direction, and here is the path of consistency. So let's say instead you just keep posting, but you're going in this direction, right? You will never reach your goal, and the longer you go, the further away you will be from your goal. So this is super important. This is something that I realized after recording 490 videos on YouTube, and here's the first lesson that I have from this journey. So when you start on YouTube and you promote your business, maybe you're a freelancer, or maybe you just try to monetize your skills, starting on YouTube will destroy most of your expectations, right? Because most people expect growth, attention, money, and momentum, but instead in many situations they will get silence, confusion, also contradictory advice. So some people will say you need to record long videos, some people will say you need to record short videos, some people will say you need to record both of them. And the truth is, early YouTube feels like an effort without feedback, and that's why most people quit before they see any compounding effect, right? And if you know what you are doing, this is what you will look like when you create your channels. For example, so here's my first channel, as you can see, and my first 1,000 subscribers. This is exactly what it took. So as you can see, we have around 15 videos here or something like that. And at this point, I was already making money, even though I wasn't really monetized on YouTube. And here we have the second channel, where I posted just one video, and I got 1,200 subscribers, and 48,000 views and 1,000 watch hours, right? And I just showed you these results here so you know what you can expect, and sometimes it will take you maybe one video, but on average it will take between 10 to 15 videos to get to your first 1,000 subscribers if you're talking about topics that are very popular. But if you're in the business space, maybe you're talking about SMA, maybe Facebook ads, maybe e-commerce, stuff like that, usually your growth will be even slower, but in the meantime you'll be making more money than me with those channels here, because I had some products that I was selling, but you will probably get some clients from it. So probably you will get some calls and you will sell at least one package of your offer, whatever you're selling. So let's say you're just selling something cheap for $1,000 to, let's say, agency owners or something like that. Then it means that you'll be making, let's say, $1,000 per month just with, let's say, 200, 300 or 400 subscribers, right? Now here is second thing that many people don't really understand, and this is why most YouTube tips don't work for you. And the truth is, every YouTube advice you will ever hear is good and still can be useless for you. Because what works for a vlogger or a shorts channel or a viral trend channel will not work for an educational channel, for a service-based business, or a client-driven brand. And the first group needs to chase virality, the second doesn't. So the tips you need to follow are way different depending on what you do. And this is one of the biggest traps in my opinion on YouTube, because you will listen to advice that is not designed for your specific case, and then you will wonder why I'm not getting views or why I'm not getting results that I want to. And this is, in my opinion, one of the biggest traps on YouTube, because people will follow advice from one channel, but this one channel is talking about shorts. Then they will follow advice from the second channel that is talking about entertainment and only this kind of videos. Then they will follow advice from an educational channel that is purely designed to get people outside of a platform where you can offer them your solutions, whether it's coaching, courses, your services, whatever that is. And this advice will not work for an entertainment channel, right? So for example, what I show on my channel is mainly for people that want to monetize outside of a platform. That's why we don't need viral editing. That's why we don't need all this fancy stuff. We can just have a camera like I have here, and a presentation like I have this presentation here in my room. It can be Google Doc, it doesn't really matter. And we'll be making money with like videos that have 100 or 500 views, right? So it's a completely different game. And many people, when they see my channel, they will say, oh, but they're not getting that many views. Yeah, this is true, but my niche doesn't require me to get that many views, right? People that watch my channel don't spend their whole days on YouTube. They work, they try to get more clients, and they look for solutions on YouTube. So when they come on YouTube and they watch certain video, they watch one and they are out of a platform. So that's why when you're lucky enough and you get someone like this to watch your video, what you want to do is anyway to take them outside of a platform. So either book a call with you or buy your solution, something that they can do immediately to relieve pain that they have right now, and then continue buying from you or working with you. So this is a big difference, and you need to understand that this channel is mainly for people that want to monetize outside of a platform. They don't want to go viral, and then you don't want viral editing and all this stuff that are just fluff in educational space. They're not needed. And that brings us to the next part, which is the only thing that actually matters early on. And if you want life-changing money from YouTube, you have to monetize outside of a platform, which means one thing: views don't matter, but traffic does. And there's a big difference between those. So here is a big difference, right? My friend is getting around 100,000 views to 1 million views on his short-form content, and yet he fails to generate even 10 leads, right? And my channel in total generated around 1.5 million views, and that turned into 64,000 clicks, and roughly 20% of those become leads. And this is a big difference, right? You can see here views from my channel and also hits. This is a tool that I use that is checking how many people are clicking my links. So this is a big difference. And it happens in this way because the viral topics attract everyone, and everyone is not your customer. The more specific you are about who you are talking to, the less viral your video will be, but the higher quality the overall audience will be, right? So in terms of AdSense, it will be more difficult for you to monetize with AdSense, but it will be much easier to monetize outside of platform. So that's why there are channels with 100, 200, or 300 subscribers that are already making money, and they are not even monetized on YouTube, and they are not part of YouTube monetization program. And here is the next part, which is basically why YouTube skill is real leverage. So at first, this is what you'll feel. You will feel that you put a lot of effort and your output is quite low, but later you will work less and less and you will get higher output, right? The bigger you are, the longer you are working in your industry or in your niche, the higher the output will be with relatively low effort. But it doesn't start this way, not on YouTube. And this is how every competitive field works. So you're competing with thousands of creators at the same time, just like doctors, lawyers, or consultants. And I want you to think about the standard jobs right now. Like, let's say we have doctor, right? So does it mean that only the best doctor is making money? No. But they need to build their reputation first, right? That's why experienced creators record fewer videos and make more money, but it won't happen if you have no idea what you are doing and you are not monetizing outside of platform, right? And I also realized that most people quit before they see the compounding effect, right? So compounding effect on YouTube usually takes around 3 to 6 months to kick in, and most people quit during the gap and because they assume nothing is happening. And in reality, a lot of it is happening, but you cannot just see it, right? Your people are building trust with you, but sometimes they will post a comment, sometimes they will watch what you have on your landing page, or they will book a call with you, but they need to see that you're a big deal and you're just fresh in the market. It's the same, whatever you talk about lawyers, doctors, if they are new, they need to work harder to build certain reputation. Once you have this reputation, it doesn't really matter there's competition, right? It's not like, well, we have only one doctor in one city. We usually have 5 or 6 doctors or even more depending on the city, and all of them make money. So this is the same on YouTube, right? You don't need to be the best. You just need to deliver the right thing for the right kind of people, and you don't need to compete on trending topics. You don't need to go viral, right? And obviously you can get leads from day one, but realistically speaking, you will close your first client somewhere between 30 and 90 days. So this is exactly where most people start seeing results from YouTube. And also YouTube skills transfer to money and careers. So when you post on YouTube, this trains your communication skills, clarity, how clear you can share the information, persuasion, structure, and authority. And those skills transfer to clients, sales calls, job interviews, maybe consulting even, or offers. So that's why YouTube creators outperform everyone else, even offline, right? And here is an example of a video where someone is just showing their expertise, or just showing how to start Facebook ads in 2025. And this is a very nice video, 121,000 views in 7 months, and the channel has only 19,000 subscribers. But let me give you an example. Let's say you're a software developer. You document what you know on YouTube, you explain problems, you show how you think. And this turns into a personal brand, job opportunities, clients, and even coaching offers. So this is an example of a video that is doing all these things for you. How I code profitable apps solo, no wasted time, beginners friendly with AI. 1.7 million views, and this channel has only 136,000 subscribers. Very nice result. And also another part is that personal brand creates trust before the call. So let's say you are an agency, or maybe you get coaching clients and you are using calls, because not in every industry you will need calls, but let's say you need them because you work with agency clients. People only meet with you when they are ready, before they just watch your content and consume what you have to offer. And usually they need to watch between 5 to 8 videos to be ready to move to the next step. So by the time they book a call with you, they already trust you, they already know how you think, and they already believe you're competent. And this is the most powerful part of it, because if you just rely on cold traffic, you will never reach this compounding effect. Because if you turn off your, let's say, cold email campaigns or your Facebook ads or your cold DMs, then you lose all your business and all the traction. However, if you create on YouTube, the longer you go, the better compounding effect you will experience. And the most important part of this all is that people already know how you think. If they know how you think, they understand your system, then when they move to the next step, which is booking call with you or buying solutions, there will be fewer problems and they will stick for a longer time as being your clients because they understand it very, very well. On the other hand, if you say something cold to a random audience, to random people, chances are, even if you explain everything properly, at first they will not understand it correctly, and at some point you will get some refunds and unpleasant situations. This doesn't really happen when you have your personal brands. And the real ROI, which is return on investment of YouTube, is not views, because this is only surface level ROI. Real ROI is inbound trust, shorter sales cycles, higher prices, and more leverage per hour, right? So that's why small channels with clear positioning beats a big channels with no direction. And even if you are a freelancer, this matters even more, because most freelancers will compete on price, speed, and availability. But if you want to be better, you show how you think on YouTube. You stand out, you attract better clients, and you stop competing with everyone else on price, because people see that you do something different. You have more to show, and this translates to more money. So that brings us to the 2 lessons most creators learn too late. And the lesson 1 is that views and subscribers don't pay enough. So if you just rely on AdSense, just rely on organic growth, you will not make that much from YouTube. From my own channel, I made around $6,000 or $7,000 already with AdSense. And in the meantime, I made over $25,000 with other things like sponsorships, courses, communities, stuff like that. So if you really want to make money, don't rely on AdSense and rely on outside offers. And it's not that difficult, because creating an offer can take you even sometimes one day, because it's based on what you already know or solving one specific problem for your audience. So this is not complicated at all. And then lesson 2, a visible personal brand multiplies everything you do. And it doesn't matter who you are. It might be that you are an agency owner, maybe you sell software, maybe you are a coach, maybe you're a freelancer, or maybe you're just working 9 to 5 and you're looking to quit. If you have a personal brand, it will always make your career better. So let's say even you are working 9 to 5, let's say you're a doctor and you create your channel and you solve certain problems that people have online. Then when you're looking to change your careers, it will be easier for you, because people see all the things that you know and you're doing something that most people won't do. And here is how to get more revenue and clients from YouTube. Stop treating YouTube as a growth game, a vanity metric, and a content treadmill. You don't need any of that. Start treating it as a leverage engine, a trust machine, and a positioning tool, right? You only need clear direction, clear audience, and a clear next step. And that's why just posting more doesn't help you at all, and you need to go in the right direction. So these are 2 channels, right? The first channel was built on trends, and the second one was built on actually being helpful, and I was going the right direction with the right fundamentals. So as you can see, I posted 1 video, and this was a very slow, unclear direction. So I was monetized somewhere around here, but it was still all fragile, and I was chasing trends, right? So at first it was great. I was like, okay, I'm growing so fast, but I was not getting that many clients. I was not getting the thing that I wanted to. I was just getting more views, more subscribers, and pretty much more AdSense money, but it wasn't that important in my opinion. And at some point the trend started dying, and the whole channel died as well, right? So the real mistake is that I borrowed attention and I didn't own the demand. I didn't really send people somewhere else. I was just promoting tools and promoting all these AI solutions instead of helping real people achieve real results, right? So this is what happens when you build channel on trends instead of assets. And here is the second path, where you build channel with the right foundation. So here we have the right fundamentals in place. So obviously I was recording quite a few videos, but they were quite short. Those were between 3 to 7 minutes. And as you can see, the compounding effect started kicking quite nicely. So we have growth without spikes, no trend dependency. So all the videos were generating more and more views steadily. They were not dying. Like most people say, oh, your videos will die after 2 or 3 days. No, they will not if you create them in a proper way. If you create them in a proper way, maybe when you post them, they will not get spike of views, but they will get views for the next, let's say, 5 or 12 months. So as you can see, I achieved compounding and stable growth. And somewhere around this area, I already started selling my courses, high ticket products, and somewhere around this date, I made my first $50,000 a month with this channel. So if you would like to really make it work on YouTube, make sure to check the link in the description where you can get your personal audit. And this audit shows you where is the problem and why you are not getting clients from YouTube right now. And probably the problem will be somewhere in your content. It will be probably because you are not posting growth content, maybe authority content, or maybe conversion content. So if you'd like to fix it once and for all, make sure to check the link in the description where you can get the audit, or you can also book a call with me if you would like to get more hands-on approach and you would like to get more help from me. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.